I thought that we definitely got better. I thought that A&M was a really good challenge, playing on the road at a SEC school and maybe the best stadium in the country. Was a really good experience. I thought we answered that challenge. I don't think we had the score actually dictated how well we were with the bats. I think you can credit a little bit of that to their pitching. Thought they were good. You can credit that a little bit to the cold. Very tough to hit when it's that cold. And you can credit that to some plays that they made too. I mean, we hit some balls extremely hard that they made some nice plays on. Credit them. But our pitching was locked down on them. I didn't really feel like they were able to muster much against our arms, so that was good. So it was good to see those kids perform a lot like that. Saw some kids that are starting to come out of their little funks, whatever you would call that. Still got a lot of work to do, but excited to be through these first three weekends, kind of be in our own beds for a week or so, or more, which will be really nice, and get to practice on our field for the first time here today. So that'll be a big energy boost. I've been seeing our girls come in and out of here today, and when I told them they were going to be on the field, there was some excitement there that it felt kind of giddy in a kind of a cool way. So that's where we're at.
You spoke about last week the changes out there, but what is it like to come home and know you're going to play a series on new turf in a new look stadium?
I think the best thing is just being at home. I mean, obviously having the new field and the wall and the little things that we've improved is going to be a really nice touch, but just being at home is going to be huge, just playing in front of our fans. We travel well. We have a lot of people who spend a lot of their time and resources to follow us around. So we have a lot of fans whenever we go anywhere, which is really cool. But just to have a stadium full of them is going to be awesome. So that'll be nice. It's always good to have the first games at home. The weather's looks like it's good so far. The Sunday's a little shaky, but the Friday looks awesome. So it should be a great day. No excuse for our people to not take a half day off, and hopefully Chad will close the athletic department down. If you guys could ask him and see what he says. Maybe we can get everyone out here as well. So it'll be a great time.
What's that been like for everyone on the team, kind of seeing the progress, knowing it's coming, and then finally getting to this point?
Yeah, I think it's probably feels good. I think, these were normal human beings. When things don't go just exactly the way you want, and we start to press or panic or just get out of our feel good mode. And so I think it's good to see some kids that are starting to feel good again. When you see that, good things usually happen, and hopefully they can just continue down this path. We've had a good day off yesterday, so I think we'll have some kids that'll be locked in, excited about playing, and I think it's the vibe has been good. So I'm not worried about that. I just think this little extra boost should really help.
How big can those trips, because weather's not always great here in February, how big can trips to Florida or Arizona or wherever you guys go in the preseason, how big can those be for team camaraderie?
Well, it's honestly some of my favorite times. I think one of the things I love about coaching more than anything, I love the bus rides. I love being able to be with these kids. You hear things, you see things, you just have memories that are being created. It's already going on with this team. So we just that's why you coach. You stay young. You get to be involved in all of this, and it's what I look forward to. So those are crucial as you're starting your journey, getting away from the distractions of being at home. You're on a bus, you're in a hotel. There's not a lot to do. So you start asking questions to your teammates that you may not ask if you had other things to do at home. And you start learning them, starting to understand how they tick and why they tick the way they do, and it's cool. So it's one of the things that will never change. We're kind of forced into that anyways, but there's a huge benefit for sure.
What's the process been like moving Carly Petty back to second base?
Carly's good, so she can play anywhere. I mean, we'll get Bree back this weekend, so Carly will most likely get right back to the outfield unless Bree doesn't feel good. I mean, feel pretty good about Bree. Feel like she's earned that job, and when she left, she was leading our team and hitting and everything else. So, you know, Carly is a special kid, and she can, in my opinion, could be the best player on this team. And so whether she's playing second base or outfield, she can do anything. But she's most importantly back in the middle of our order where she ought to be. She can do a lot of things, and when Carly's going good, our team is going good. So I'm excited to, whether she's in left or second base, I'm just glad she's here, glad she's starting to settle into how she finished the year last year.
It feels like every weekend Miranda is taking a step forward than from the previous weekend, but it kind of feels like the leadoff walks or like allowing her run early is kind of still, maybe not a problem, but still there. Do you know how to fix that really?
I don't. If I could, I would. I think, you know, if you ask her, she'd probably have some interesting answers. You know, she's not going to give in though. She's not going to give in to good hitters and just throw the ball over the plate. I mean, it's no matter how good your stuff is. So the walks have been what's cost her runs. They're getting fewer and fewer. But I think if you look at, like, Kelly doesn't usually walk a lot of kids. She walked 5 the other day. I think a lot of that's got to do with the cool. Miranda only got to pitch 1 game. So we're not dialed in just quite yet. You know what I mean? So the more work that she gets, as you guys are starting to see, the more that she goes out there, she's getting better every time. And, you know, her stuff is almost back, I would say. The velo's approaching where it's always been. It's hot. It's coming out hot. She's a competitor. The competitive juices are starting to really flow. So she's learning how to channel that all again, because you got to learn that again. It's just, you know, you know it's there, but you got to be able to take it, and you got to be able to embrace it and then control it. So she's doing that every day. It's really cool to watch. It's a really cool kid, kind of freed up here, you know what I mean, just to be who she wants, you know, to be. That's kind of what we've always hung our hats on here, and it's no different for her or Julia. They've just come in here just in the last couple months to just be themselves and start working through the comfort that you want to find.
What are the conversations like with Miranda after probably her best start yet, and what are you talking about and building off of?
I mean, for her, it's just giving her a hug. You know what I mean? Just making sure that she knows that she's loved here. I mean, I think that's one of the things, you know, she kind of fell out of love with this game for whatever reason. You know, I don't need to speak on that. She can talk to you guys on that part of it. But I just want to make sure that her experience here is the best she's ever had. And that's kind of been one of our things we've tried to do the whole time. Is just make sure that these kids are having the best time of their life while they're here. And we're much more than softball here. I want to win, don't get me wrong, but I want to have a program that's much more than softball. And she's starting to trust that. She's starting to believe that. And when I watch her smile and pump her fist, that's all I want to see. So just telling her we're proud of her. Just keep working, you know what I mean? Just keep doing your stuff. Keep pumping your teammates up. Be infectious with your energy to other kids that could use a little bit of your juice. And when she's doing that, that's her mission here. Her mission here is not to be the player of the year. Her mission here is to be able to rub off on others and let others rub off on her. And if that's truly what she decides to do, and she does, she'll get everything that she wants.